Hi guys, this is Pradeep Shivas. Welcome to my channel. See, I have been putting up a lot of videos on business development, sales development, personality development, personal development, branding of the person. So these all videos are extremely important when you're talking about a professional career, and especially in sales. One of the most important thing is, which I have been trying to cover for in the last couple of videos, is the probing stage. See, the probing stage is one of the most essential stage in any of the sales cycle, and I have been trying to cover that. Right. So I request you to please listen to the video till the end, because I'm going to share 4 strategies which are important while you're doing the probing with a customer. Let's go for it. I'm going to talk about the 4 strategies which are extremely important when you're doing the probing, because probing is essentially one of the most important skills which anybody should have. And probing does not mean asking questions. Probing means asking good questions. That is the extremely important thing which everybody needs to understand. So it's not going and talking blah blah blah, but it is asking the right questions and the good questions. And that's how you're able to identify the pain or the need and the need behind the need of the customer, which will eventually help you to put your value proposition accordingly. Right? So the first questioning skill should be in the probing stage, apart from the elementary questions which you do, is the challenging the prospect. So it's called challenging the prospect. What do you mean by challenging the prospect essentially? It actually means that apart from putting your normal questions, and also probably using the 3 Ws which I spoke to you in the earlier video. Please see the 3W video, because that's one important test, right? Is that you you ask tough questions to the customer. If you're asking tough questions, you are actually hinting the customer that you're serious about his business, and you are a business consultant, you're just not a salesman, right? So what do I mean by challenging questions? Challenging the prospect means, what do you do in this? You ask certain questions which will hurt his brains, right? And it is something like, asking him a question: what happens? Who loses the job if this thing does not happen? Right? It's a tough question. But yes, when he probably answers that, he understands, yeah, this guy is talking right. The second question probably can be that: are you looking at a quick solution or a long-term solution? You will obviously say quick fix or long-term. Most of the customers will say long-term. If it is long-term, then why long-term? How does it help your business? How does it impact your business? Right? That is what we need to understand. Also, the third probability ask is: if you lose your market share, what happens to your competitors then? Right? If you gain market share, what happens to your competitor then? These are some questions which are direct and little tough questions, right? Also, one more question probably I can give you is: who is the most aggressive competitor in your industry? What are you doing to probably counter that aggressiveness of the competitor? What is that competitor is doing? So if you're asking these specific good questions, which are little tough questions, you're challenging the prospect, and when the prospect comes out with the answer, that answer is going to be very, very valuable to you, right? So the first strategy is challenge your prospect. The second important question is: try to understand the prospect's real pain. I'm repeating it again. The second strategy is: try to understand the customer's real pain, the prospect's real pain. Often and not, most of the salespeople, they are in hurry. We agree on this or not. They are very impatient in life. They are greedy. And if that is reflected, probably that will make them to close a lose-win deal. Whereas it has to be a win-win deal, right? So you have to ask your questions in such a manner that you are able to uncover the pain in the business of the customer, right? Or the prospect. So, and uncovering the pain is not so easy. You have to ask the questions, like the quality management. Ask five times why, right? Get to the root cause. Okay, and it's something like uncovering the pain to get to the root cause. It is something like probably peeling the layer of an onion to get to the root of the onion. So by knowing the first pain, it does not mean that is the real exact pain which is impacting his or her business. So you have to uncover the real pain, and for that you need to ask probable questions which will lead you to that root cause. And that is why, if that root cause is known, that is why you will know how it is going to impact the customer's business. And if you give a great value proposition, the job is done. Okay. What you have done till now is probably you have asked tough questions. The second thing, you have been trying to find out the real pain of the prospect. And the third thing what you need to do is that once what you have done till now, you identify the real pain, you have to determine your prospect's commitment to change. For example, a customer has expressed his pain, or you have been able to uncover his pain, right? And you have written in a piece of paper or in your diary, and you have rechecked with him that whatever is your understanding, is it correct or not, right? Once we know that, you have to now then ask probable questions that: is he ready for a change? Because change is inevitable, we all know that, but change is one thing which is resisted by most of the human beings, right? They all are wanting to be always in the comfort zone. So the same happens with the prospect. So you have to probably ask such a question that you should be able to judge that if there is a solution given to him, is he ready to change? And that is why a qualified prospect needs tested again and again by asking good questions, right? So you don't need to hurry. You don't need to give solutions. You first need to see the commitment. If it's not committed enough for a change, then probably your solution may not help you or him either. So it's better to cement the understanding and then go forward. So the third important point in probing skills or the questioning skills is that determine your prospect's commitment to change. So till now we have spoken about 3 points. The first one is challenge the prospect. Ask him good questions so that you challenge and he comes out with the. Second thing is identify the real pain of the prospect. And third one is try to take a commitment to change. Try to find out, is the customer ready for the change, right? Once the prospect is committed for change, that is the time you need to put your value, right? And then the fourth one is as simple as that. The first strategy is called now agree and align with your prospect. So what does it mean? That whatever you have discussed in the first point, in the second point, in the 3 Ws, and the third point, you have written down here. You're supposed to agree and align with the prospect. Okay, that this is what I've understood in the entire probing cycle, right? This is what I've understood in the last half an hour. I've been discussing to you about your business and about your challenges or about your real pain, blah, blah, blah. Once you are able to agree and align with the prospect and the points have been identified as 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, that is the time you jump to the next process, which is called consulting, or it is probably saying, putting your value proposition or giving solutions to whatever you have identified. Right, guys? So these are the 4 important questioning skills which you should remember in the probing stage. Do not forget to, not ask these questions. But always remember that these questions, if asked, has to be asked with the soft skills, emotional skills, with the proper body language, and the customer should not feel that you are in a hurry, number 1, that you're greedy, number 2, that you can't do without a business. Because the feeling what you have to give to the customer is that you are a business consultant and you are here to give him a better solution for tomorrow, right? So that's what I wanted to say in this video. I'm sure you must have found this content useful. Please do share, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Your feedback is solicited. Thank you very much. Namaskar.